Cutting across to breaking news coming in, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has tweeted over the Delhi violence. The tweet that reads, and I quote, had an extensive review on the situation prevailing in various parts of Delhi. Police and other agencies are working on the ground to ensure peace and normalcy. We've also put out that tweet on your screens, and Shavan Sen, our senior news editor, continues to stay with us. Shavan, while many were awaiting a word from the Prime Minister, this latest tweet that is now out, and the Prime Minister closely monitoring all that is happening. All right, we seem to have lost that line with Shavan Sen, but once again for our viewers, this tweet that has been put out by Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the Delhi violence that reads, and I quote, had an extensive review on the situation prevailing in various parts of Delhi. Police and other agencies are working on the ground to ensure peace and normalcy. We'll come back to this, but for the moment, slipping into a very short commercial break. But before that, I believe we've been able to establish that line with Shavan Sen. Shavan, over to you.
Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also now appealed for peace and harmony, saying that peace and harmony are central to our ethos. I appeal to my sisters and brothers of Delhi to maintain peace and brotherhood at all times. It is important that there is a calm and normalcy is restored at the earliest. And also, he's told the citizens about the measures that have been taken so far, saying that he's had an extensive review of the situation prevailing in various parts of Delhi. Police and other agencies are working on the ground to ensure peace and normalcy. In fact, the involvement of the National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval, late last evening, where we saw Ajit Doval coming here at the DCP's office and taking stock of the situation, is in itself a reflection of what the government thinks at this point in time. Concerted efforts finally being taken by the government to bring things under control. So finally, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also appealed for calm, a message that needs to go down to every resident of this area, that they need to maintain peace and tranquility. That is extremely important at this point in time, and that's the reason why the kind of measures that are being taken right now. Now, I'll just quickly also, viewers, take you through this particular area. I'll try and cross over this road because we're trying to get you image from both sides. So we showed you just a while back the petrol pump which was gutted. Now, if we just go to the other side and go inside this particular showroom that was burned down. Now, I spoke to the locals earlier in the day, and when I spoke to them, this is what they had to say. This was around 4:30 in the evening, last evening, when this particular showroom that was burned down. So I'll try and go inside and give you a sense of what really happened, how it has happened after the eyewitness accounts that we have got so far. It's a clear reflection that this is an orchestrated mob that they wanted to carry. They wanted to create mayhem, and that's what they have achieved by doing so. Now, locals here say that late last evening, there was a mob that had come in. And look at here, these glass shards. Here you had a certain, we're being told, cars were inside this particular showroom. And I'll try and see if we can just go in. Look at this. Just take a look at this. These are all glass shards of these vehicles, these new vehicles that were inside this particular showroom. Look at this. The stench, I can still feel the stench right now. It's difficult to breathe as we enter this showroom. This is the situation right now in Chandbagh area. And these are the, if I can ask my video journalist before we slip into a short break, look at these cars. And if I ask my producers, requesting them to just stay on for a minute so that I can just quickly show you these cars that have been burned down. These are new cars inside the showroom. I'm not very sure whether we'll have enough light to show you, but look at this. I'm finding it a little difficult to breathe right now because that stench of the fumes still remains inside this showroom. These are the visuals of the showroom inside. Completely gutted. This is the situation. Roughly, यहाँ पे करीबन कितने गाड़ियाँ होंगे एक टाइम पे?
6 गाड़ियाँ।
6 गाड़ियाँ थी। सबके सब जले यहाँ पे।
जी।
करीबन कितने बजे से ये शोरूम में आग
टाइम
लगा?
का कुछ नहीं पता।
टाइम करीब
नहीं।
There you had about 6 cars, that you can see. These 6 cars that you have here, they have been completely charged. Take a look at this. I'll ask my video journalist to come this side and show these cars that you have here. These cars were gutted down. This is one such showroom that's burnt down. This would be a little over 2,000 square feet, over 2,000 square feet a showroom. And 9,000 square feet showroom is what I'm being told by someone here. And this showroom has been gutted down. Similarly, on this line, on this route, there are other shops also. I'll try and take our viewers right now to the other side also to give you a sense of what really happened last evening. Such scenes you would find in various parts of Northeast District where the violence went on. And this is just one such showroom. Like this, you would find many such showrooms which were burnt down. On the other side, I showed you one e-rickshaw showroom that was also burnt down. And now, take a look at this. Let's move to the other side. Let's go to the other side and give you a first-hand account. And they were selectively, it does appear that they were targeting these automobile showrooms primarily because they realized that if set on fire, this would lead to a huge fire, and that's exactly what has happened. We'll try and go inside this one right now. Here, this is a bike showroom that we've come in. I'll ask my video journalist to come along with me right now. This is the bike showroom. Take a look at this. I can tell you, at least here, there would be over 20, at least 20 bikes, as you see. These 20 bikes, viewers, here. This entire thing was burned down. Now, you're looking at the number of bikes that have been lined up here. These are brand new scooters, bikes. As you can see, they have been burned down. Take a look at this. This entire area, the way they have torched this automobile showroom with a clear intention that it's going to cause a lot of damage. Similarly, right now, even inside the showroom, I can feel the heat, the fumes, the smell of it. It makes it extremely difficult to breathe right now. And we'll see, we'll try and step out and also give you a look at the other areas right now. This is how it looks like. This is how a day after the riots that broke out in Northeast District, this is how all the burnt showrooms look like. What we don't know at this stage right now is whether from this particular area, if anyone has lost their lives, because the death toll has also gone up. GTP Hospital has actually released the list of people who have lost their lives. And in fact, just a while ago, we had information coming in with regards to an IB officer, a driver who was basically part with the Intelligence Bureau. His body has been found in this particular area called Chandbagh area. So, just to give you a sense of what's really happening right now, yes, some big measures have been taken right now, measures where you have had senior officers on the ground, and that has some amount of impact that's actually having on the ground. So the idea right now is to ensure that by lanes like this, I'm not very sure if we can, I'll just try and show you, because this will give you an idea how the by lanes look like. This is not one such, but if you go straight down, a little ahead where the violence actually broke out, and now if you can see, you'll actually find police force still being there. This area last evening saw a lot of violence breaking out in this particular area. Similarly, like these by lanes that you're looking at, there are small by lanes here. These by lanes where mobs were coming out, and it became extremely difficult to monitor the situation. It was difficult for the Delhi police also to control the situation. Right now, as you can see, this very area that we are in,
Shravan continues to report for us live from New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also tweeted out not just saying that there has been an extensive review on the situation prevailing in various parts of Delhi and that police and other agencies are working on ground to ensure peace and normalcy. The Prime Minister has also gone on to tweet saying peace and harmony are central to our ethos. I appeal to my sisters and brothers of Delhi to maintain peace and brotherhood at all times. It is important that there is calm and normalcy is restored at the earliest. So that's the message coming in from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Of course, a lot of eyes on the Home Ministry as well. Amit Shah, in charge of the Home Ministry, and Delhi Police has been holding extensive meetings. NSA Ajit Doval is now himself directly taking charge of the situation in the national capital. And of course, that has had some effect because there has been some sort of normalcy that has been brought upon on the streets that were absolutely chaotic and burning with a lot of arson and stone pelting that was reported over the last 2 days.